What is going on, guys? Anger collections in the house for another video. All right, so today we might this might be a long video, but we'll see. We're gonna talk about, man, if you click on this video, man, yeah, magic investing. Yeah, we're gonna go back at this whole MTG finance thing, and the reason why I want to talk about it is I saw this video, OKJ Love, right? Go check it out. And it's not even magic, it's Pokemon. So the title was like, ending the Pokemon investing debate. I wish we had like this. It's kind of like there's probably like five, six, seven people in there, and they're trying to just like debate and throwing out what do they think about the whole Pokemon investing, and it's very interesting, man. You guys should check it out, but be prepared. Have some popcorn, and it's a freaking 4 hour live stream, and it kind of sparked an idea on going back and talking about magic investing. I really stopped talking about magic investing because when I transitioned to full time selling Tcgplayer Anger Collections, check it out, man. Shameless plug. Um, it's you can, but it's hard to do playing, collecting, speculating, and investing. It's really hard. I can't say it's you can't, but it's very hard. But it really sparked an idea on making this video again because it's um it's very interesting because for the most part, this type of topic really interests a lot of people in the hobby. Not just Magic, but like Pokemon, Flesh and Blood. Because the value, the thought of like your hobby being like an investment, really started. Like just very recent, honestly. So I wanna say first, this is not financial advice. I'm not saying, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. It's freaking your money, man. It's your money. If you want to spend or not spend, it's all up to you, man. So the question that really popped on the live stream is like, is first thing is like, is it a good investment? Like investing is basically like you hold cards, singles, sealed boxes, and in the hopes of, making more money in return, like 3, 5, 7, 10 years. So that's basically, um, you know, basic investing, man. So is it a good investment? I mean, you can say that, if especially in Magic, you can hold like a reserveless card and think about like holding it for like 3, 5, 10 years. I mean, you can say that there's definitely a return on holding all of these reserveless cards specifically, and even like the newer cards in short term. You can, if you know the game, you know the format, you know the meta game, you can actually hold some of these standard cards. You can speculate in some of these commons and commons, even like these rares. Yeah, you can say, if you hold some of these and you know the meta game, and you have um, kind of like have a foresight in some of these uh, single cards that might go up because of, I don't know, power creep, new cards, new set, that will like bring these cards back into their bulk bins, right? You can say, yeah, you can make money. So I wouldn't say like it's good. I mean, it's not the best, but you can say like even sealed boxes, you could hold some of these sealed boxes and like wait 3, 5 years, as long as the market is still like strong and the supply, people like doing box breaks. I mean, if this thing is still going on, 3, 5, 10 years, I mean, you can say once the supply goes low, I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, the prices will go up, right? um so you can say it's a good investment. So the next question is it a safer investment? Um, well, like the thing with the word, safe and investing, it involves risk. All investment. I mean, it's like it's risk. How much risk tolerance you can take. When you try to spend this much money, and then like in the hopes of like, oh man, I spent $10,000. You know, you know, can you like can you afford to lose that 10K? But in my opinion, I think for me, right? Uh, Definitely risk, but also the knowledge on specific, I don't know, stock, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Flesh and Blood, and, Magic, right? And because people like trying to compare stock market and Magic the Gathering, right? But uh, I think you can't. It's kind of I don't even know why they're comparing that, because stock market is a group of like freaking different multiple businesses. Magic is magic. Yeah, you can say magic has like booster boxes, different sets, but at the same time, I mean, you're betting on like the magic. It's a freaking game, and that's just one. Stock market is like a basket of multiple markets. So I don't know why people are comparing which is like safer or which one's like better. Of course, stock markets will be better. Now, if you talk about like a stock of Apple, a stock of like one single thing, yeah, you can compare it. Which one is safer. So now I'm gonna say about like um, the knowledge. Now, let's just say, right? I mean, which is safer, Apple stock or Magic the Gathering? Well, for me, which the question is for me is like, which one do I know more? Do I know more about like what's gonna happen with Apple? They're gonna make like a freaking new phone, like new products, like futuristic like product that it's gonna skyrocket Apple stock, you know or do I know more about like what's happening with Magic? Do I know more about like what's going on, like the reserve list, the reprint policy, like universes and beyond? Do I know more about those? So I think for me, in my opinion, the safer investment for me is a stock or a place where I know more, the best. Like it's not like what other people thinks. It's not what other people talk about. All this content creators, it doesn't matter. I would bet on what I know. Yes, you can listen to like different content creators. Yes, you can listen to like freaking the best investors out there. You can take notes. But in my opinion, I think once you gather all of those knowledge, all of those information, now it's up to you to put in the work. So it for me, um now for me, that's my opinion. I think the safer investment for me is a stock or a booster box or a single or a place where I know the best. That's that. So the thing with this whole uh, magic investing, the thought of the hobby being like, oh yeah, you can make money, like yeah, magic investing, right? So what are the driving factors in this whole push and thinking of, yeah, magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah, you can make money, man, yeah, yeah. So I think the big boom is definitely, in my opinion, with in this TCG world, right? I think all the spike of concentration of magic investing, MTG finance, Pokemon finance, uh, I really think it's freaking content creation, man. I don't think it's organic, that it's just so happened, like the big boom, all the skyrocket of reserve list, the skyrocket of the interest on like people holding closet investing, like Pokemon, with who's this guy? Um, Logan Paul. I really think the main driving factor on this big boom, on like the thought of, yeah, you can make money, and it's kind of like giving a lot of people, a lot of players, a lot of um I don't know, like TCG or big fans on these TCG games, um giving all of us a thought of like, yeah, your game, you can make money off of it, man. uh it's is definitely this content creation, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, even, I don't know, but it's a big push, man. And I mean, we can all agree, man. I think Rudy from Alpha Investment was like the biggest factor in this push in sealed product, reserveless cards, and all of these, basically all of us, even me, the rise of push of MTG finance, the thought of making money off of your hobby. Yeah, it's basically content creation, man. And I'm not saying like it's good or bad, but that is, in my opinion, the biggest driving factor. In even like today, if someone talks about a single card, if someone talks about a sealed product, showing some graphs, showing some data, like, yeah, content creation is pretty much the driving factor and the push on the thought of making money off of these any game, TCG. And so back in the day, uh, it's not really all about investing. If not, we didn't really talk about investing in freaking TCG, man. Magic, Pokemon. Nobody was really talking about investing, you know, a lot. Back in my day, it's really just collecting. A lot of playing. Meta game. Talking about the meta game, how to sideboard. What are the next new cards on the new set? And I think the biggest thing back then, besides uh, collecting, is definitely the flipping of the cards. A lot of people flip and speculate on cards. I mean, I'm not saying it's not happening today, but yeah, I mean, a lot of people speculate on single cards, not booster box, man, not like graded cards. No, uh, you talk about, I don't know, like what single cards were just like a lot of people speculated. I mean, the whole Tarmogoyf, Snapcasters, uh, I don't know, like those are definitely flipping and speculating was the biggest deal back then. Not investing. Nobody was like freaking holding like a lot of reservist cards. They pretty much just like either want to play with them and simply just wanted to collect them. um, and I want to end this conversation with like, there was a question, a viewer question. It was like, if I have 50K to spend, right? You have $50,000, $50,000. A lot of freaking money to spend. Where would you spend it? Where would you invest in? Where what product would you buy? So I want to answer it with like, well, there's a big difference between having 50K, just having the 50K, and having dumb money 50K. Like, 50K is just chump change for you. You know, if if you're already like rich, you have all the money in the world, man, and you have, the 50K to spend, uh, versus having just the 50K. Like you're gonna bet on your 50K, man. So there's a big difference. So let's start with, if if you have dumb money. If you have dumb money, you can just spend it like in anything, you know. Well, well, of course, I'm gonna spend it to what I know more, Let's just say, okay, magic, right? Let's just say, I know more about magic. So yeah, let's go for magic. Um, 50K worth, man. Where am I gonna spend 50K in magic? In my in my situation, where I'm at right now, if I have dumb money, 50K, where would I spend? You know where I'm gonna spend it at? I was like thinking about this like a couple of days, because this question like sparked, right? I was like, damn, 50K, dumb money, 50K, where would I spend it? Um, Plain simple, bro. I'm gonna spend it all to freaking reserveless cards. Yeah, specifically, in my opinion, not even Power 9 or any of that. I would just freaking dump that in like freaking dual lands, bro. Dual lands is the most liquid cards out there. Um, I mean, they're not the cheapest, they're not, the most expensive, but they're definitely one of the most liquid cards out there. Like, stores will buy it, players will buy it, collectors will buy it. Yo, there's a market for dual lands. Not even because it's reserveless. Dual lands, bro. It's freaking amazing. Now, you can also spend it on, like, I don't know, some uh commander staples, the commander singles, the cards that the reserve list cards that's being played heavily in Commander. Yeah, you can dump it in Guy's Cradle, Mox Diamond. You can dump in all those, man. Because yeah, everyone needs them. Everyone wants them, in their decks. So yeah, you can also dump it in those. But specifically, yeah, reserve list cards. I mean, Dual Lands is heavily played in Commander too, so I guess you can say, yeah, 50K, dumb money. Yo, frick, freaking dump it all in Commander staples, reserveless Commander staples specifically, not, Chrome Mox, not, fetch lands, you know, reserveless Commander staples. I would freaking dump it, man. Yeah, easily. Now, next question is, what if you just have the 50K? Like, I run Tcgplayer full time, and running the business definitely needs a lot of capital. And having that 50K, where would I spend it? Should I invest? Where would I put that 50K? Um, well, plain simple, like right now. Um, what I know is I want that 50K to be accessible, like very easily. So what I would do, like I said, not financial advice, and this is just me. If I have 50K, I would put all that in a high yield savings account. Let that yield like monthly, and if there's a collection that is definitely a worth buying, and for me to sell in my Tcgplayer store, um, yeah, that's where I'm gonna put in. Just buying collections. Not really looking at buying, mass box opening, like buying sealed product. Um, Not really. I'm more of like, I think the margin in opening uh sealed boxes right now in Magic, uh unless you're opening like hundreds and hundreds of boxes, I think it's not there. It's just a bunch of, you know, a bunch of work, labor, and man, a lot of time, man. But yeah, you can definitely do it, but uh, I think I would rather me having that yield, not even doing nothing. You're just there sitting in high yield savings. Let that freaking compound, man. And then if there's a collection that I know, then I can just quickly access that money and just like save it in collection, man. So I'm not really dumping the 50K right away, but it's like I'm dumping it, like all of it, uh in saving it, pretty much saving it. I'm not dumping it right away and just buying collections out there, like just spend it all right away. I would rather just save it, uh, and have it yield and compound in a high yield savings. So, but like I said, not financial advice. This is just all me, and I just want to really talk about this whole magic investing. I'm not ending any debate in MTG finance, MTG investing, but I'm just simply, um, you know, putting my 2 cents in like this whole, MTG investing because it's very very interesting talking about the whole MTG finance because, like I said, this whole thing started, this whole thought of, yeah, your hobby, you're playing, you're collecting, and also you're making money too. That thought, man, really, really started from Rudy from Alpha Invest. If not, like he's one of the main driving factor. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this whole magic investing. Are you guys investing in Magic or Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? What are you guys thoughts on like this whole? Is it good? Is it safer? Which one's safer? So let me know in the comments. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss any video. And with that, anger out, boys. Peace.